Hour 92, where you never wait for a hit. There's Lawrence Gowan with Dancing on My Own Ground. Looking for the appropriate music here to introduce. Well, nothing like the Chicken Strut Banjo to introduce the boys in the band here. Let us say good afternoon and welcome to 4 p.m.
Hello, what's up, Edmonton?
Oh, yeah.
How's it going?
Baltimore boys done real good for yourself. That song's just killer. Sukiyaki it knocks me out every time I hear it.
Thank you.
You know, you guys are gonna sing this song for us. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who's gonna take the lead here, Ray?
Well, let Bob do it.
Bob,
he's a good.
I have no control of that microphone, Bob.
Okay, so can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hold on. Here he comes with that little voice.
Well, actually, the four of us got together about 3.5 years ago to do this project. Ray and I being brothers. Ray and I go back to the New York City area where we had a couple of groups that obviously didn't go anyplace. And Ray relocated to the Maryland area first, met up with Marty and Larry where they used to break dance. Spinning on their heads and, endangering parts.
Did they have
of their
workers'
bodies.
compensation boards down there?
I don't know. I don't know. But eventually, all of us were writing our own material, and about 3.5 years ago, like I said, we put our efforts together and pursued a recording career, and here we are.
Where did you guys get the big break? It was at a party or something, wasn't it?
We had our manager, John Ferry, had a party. It was a record release party for 2 artists that he had on his under him, and he invited some record people. One happened to be Eddie O'Loughlin, who was the president of Next Plateau Records, and we sang a couple songs a cappella, and he approached us at the party later and said, I think you guys have a great sound, a good look, and your songs are good, but I think you need something else to get you there.
So you slipped him a few bucks and you had a contract.
Well, actually,
we tried, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work. He had came up with the song Sukiyaki for us.
Well, he came up with the idea of us doing the song.
Yeah, he said he was dreaming about us and he just couldn't sleep. It was wild.
He was dreaming about you. Do you want to elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah, well, we could take that either way.
Kinda
We was
scary.
like, okay, maybe he's really interested in us in that way, or I don't know.
No, in all seriousness, he called us back and he said that he'd been thinking about our performance at the party that evening and felt that we had what it took to break it into the industry, but what we needed was a breaking song.
Right.
And most likely that song would have to be a remake. So we went back into the studio, back into our own little corners, and started coming up with all kind of oldies. Bet You By Golly Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Let's Kiss and Say Goodbye and all these, and they just weren't classic enough. He suggested Sukiyaki. We were like, huh? But lo and behold, the history of the song itself, because it dates, a lot of people are familiar with the Taste of Honey version, but it actually goes back to 1963, Q Sakamoto's version.
Sure.
It was the first Japanese
language #1
hit.
hit
number one in the United States Billboard charts.
Yeah, I was just a baby back then, but I don't remember his version. But Taste of Honey, like I grew up in the '70s, that was where where my musical influences came from. But I sure remember Taste of Honey.
Definitely, they did an excellent version, and we were very familiar with their song, and we was like, so what's a 4-man harmony group gonna do with it? And the result is on CD now. And
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I'm not rattling your chains or anything. I think you guys have the best version of Sukiyaki.
Oh, you're making me blush, man.
we would love to have you do it for us right now. You guys all ready to go?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a little special version. Actually.
Okay. The radio.
This is kind of like a special version. Yeah, the radio version. This is the Power 92 radio version.
Is it clean?
We're for positive music. What do you expect?
Oh God, they're rewriting the lyrics as we.
You good? We got it.
Microphones are yours, gentlemen.
We got it.
You're good.
Come on, Larry.
Here's something fresh and new, and it is just for you. We're 4 p.m. sending special thanks to all our friends on Power 92 with the jams for me and you. The best new music guaranteed. Ah, baby. The power jams for you and me.
You guys are too good. I love it. It really is odd, and take this for what it's worth. And because I don't give this compliment out. I've only said it to 2 other artists that have come through here. You guys can turn it on live, and you sound like you're coming off the record. I just hate it when we have artists. They come through the station, we put them on, and we go, "Can you sing a song?" And they go, "Well, no, not." Play the record, And I don't know what it is, but there's so much studio magic that's done these days.
Right.
And you guys hit it right in the head, right out of the box there. It sounds great.
Thanks a lot.
I think what it is that we put a lot of extra special attention to the main instrument of our record, which is our voices. For the first 9 or 10 months, what we did was 5 days a week, at the minimum of 3 hours a day, strictly vocalizing.
Yeah.
And that's the most important. We couldn't go to anybody and claim ourselves as a 4-part harmony group if we couldn't sing 4-part harmony.
Right.
So that's one of the main things.
You guys from Boys to Men is an example that comes to mind.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Like, they sound great on record, but the only time I've ever seen them do it live was at the award show.
Right.
And it seemed like they lost a couple of steps on the award show. They didn't pull it off.
Well, that happens.
Yeah.
That happens. I mean, it happens to us as much as we hate it to happen. It does. I mean, the voice goes through. You speak.
Yeah.
Regular conversation throughout the day that can put wear and tear on the voice. If you have to sing like we've been doing the past couple of days at 6:30 in the morning, and stuff like that, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I mean, Boys to Men. I mean, if we can be half as successful as they are, we'll be very successful. So we give them much props. But there are a lot of artists that are kind of faking it and using the harmonizers in the studio and stuff like that. But
So what do you figure Boys to Men are taking in each year? What, $20-30 million?
Oh,
At
man.
least. We kind of know what they get a show, so
It's a lot of money, put it that way.
Don't tell me. I'll take up singing and I'll ruin it all. Hey, thanks for coming by. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and we got your new song that we're going to play.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Points West, take 4.
Unplug with Edtel Mobility.
Okay, we are back with Larry, with Marty, with Bobby, and with Ray. And I was just thinking, when you say those, it sounds like the Three Stooges. I'm sorry.
that's pretty much how our intro goes.
I'll give you another one here. There you go. Okay. Anyways, what's the name of the album itself?
The name of the album is Now's the Time.
All right. And the time is 4 p.m. this afternoon, too, because you're going down to the HMV store at West Edmonton Mall. You gonna do some singing down there, or is it?
Yeah, we're going to perform our butts
We're going to
off.
perform for the people out there and just have a good time.
Actually, what we did was a play on words. The name of the album is Now's the Time. The name of the group is For Positive Music.
And your new
Now's
hit.
the time for positive music.
All right. And the new hit single is called
Lay Down, yeah.
We're going to play it right now for you. For Positive Music, right here on Power 92. Power 92, just moments away from 30 minutes of today's best music, commercial free, from the band that brought us Sukiyaki, the third top 10 hit from that song. Anyways, there's 4 p.m. with Lay Down Your Love. Brand new first-time play right here. It's called Now's the Time. The boys are in our studio. They, being a confident heterosexual, I think I can get away with saying this. Ladies, you got 4 good-looking guys that are on the way to West Edmonton Mall right now that are going to sing their hearts out. They're going to be at the HMV West Ed Mall at 4 o'clock. They're going to be doing some singing. They're going to be doing some autograph signing, and they'd love to have you down there. So why don't you go down and give them their support? They sound great.
Ladies, have you got the fever? Of course you have. And we've got the cure. This is Dr. Vickers letting you know.
Playing the most music.